Cleveland County. Look who I'm with and look where I am, in the middle of an okra patch. We were in the pumpkin patch last month, but we're in okra today. And I am here with Cleveland County's one of the best farmers around. This is Lloyd Lewis. And his wife Sarah plays a big part in his farming. Is that not correct, Lloyd?
Correct.
All right, and she also fixes wonderful okra.
She does. I had some okra last night for supper. Yeah.
And she knows how to do it.
She knows how to do it.
Well, you'll also know how to do it too when we get through the cooking part of this show. But Lloyd, tell us about why this all looks so beautiful toward the end of the season.
Well, this is a second planting of okra this year. The first planting is directly behind us. You can see if you're in the other side, but this is planted late for late okra, so we'd have okra up to frost. Hopefully we'll have okra up to frost, and that's when we sell a lot of okra, because it seems like everybody don't plant late okra, and we do, so we thrive on satisfying the customer at the market, and this is one reason that we keep planting. We plant about every 3 weeks, tomatoes, squash, cucumber, and all, and okra twice a year, because it's a longer running thing. It's a longer running than the vegetable than any of the rest of it. But okra will last up to 4 or 5 months. You know, if you treat it right, nourish it good. So this is some of the prettiest okra probably we've grown in a couple of years, and we grow a lot of times, a lot of years. About 58 years I've been farming, and I've had okra, I guess, about 58 years. So.
Wow, well that's just remarkable. And the reason he's one of the better farmers is because he is so diversified in what he grows. Can you tell the public what all you grow, Lloyd?
Well, we grow a variety of vegetables and some strawberries also. We grow cucumbers, squash, a lot of tomatoes, pumpkins, okra, bell peppers, hot peppers, banana peppers, uh, just a variety of more than I can tell you probably right here. But we got a lot of different varieties of stuff, and we do that so we can compete on the market with everybody else, that we can have something, all the customers that will come to our stand at Shelby Market and Cherville Market, that they'll have something to choose from.
All right, now, Lloyd, I'm standing here in the middle of okra, and I'm not too itchy yet, and I'm going to pick this okra right here. So that's about, what I've picked is about the size you want. Is that correct?
Yes. That's about the size you want, about 3 to 4 inches in length. They say, give me a little okra, and we do pick little okra. We pick some.
And how long is little okra?
It's about 2.5 days.
Of age.
2.5 days you'll be picking okra.
Yeah. To get the short stuff.
Yeah, to get the short stuff.
I got you.
And if you let it go 3 days, you'll have a little longer pod versus the ideal pod here. That's a little bit longer pod. Some people like that, but this is really tender, more tender so than this here.
Well, I also know this size, Lloyd, if you dry them out, don't they make good Christmas decorations?
They do. You can let this size get just about 2 inches longer, and you can dry them out, and they make beautiful Christmas decorations. And we sell some of it for that reason. Yeah, we'll let some of this go to seed, especially in the old patch, because it'll mature in time for people to have decorations, you know, through November, Thanksgiving and Christmas, yeah.
Well, now I mentioned I can stand in here and it's not bothering me too much, and that's because what is the variety that you have planted here?
This is the old standard crimson spineless. That's the only kind of okra we grow. It bears better, and it's a better tasting okra than any I've tried, yes.
Now, if people wanted to plant this in their backyard, do you go to a seed catalog? Where do you get these seeds?
I buy a lot of my seed from Coastal Agro in Hendersonville, North Carolina. They've got just about anything, any kind of seed you want. If they hadn't got it, they can get it for you. But Coastal Agriculture in Hendersonville is a big supplier of ours. Of course, we do order a lot of seeds out of catalogs and stuff and save over a few seeds, like pumpkin seeds. We can save our pumpkin seeds. We've got a pumpkin seed that I've been planting 50 years. It's from seed from one year to the next, and it's beautiful pumpkins, yeah. It's an eating pumpkin, what it is, yes.
And what a great idea. If you find something good, does this even work for cantaloupe? Like to save the seeds?
No, cantaloupes, most of those are hybrid, and we have to buy the hybrid seed, and they're sort of expensive, but if you make a lot of cantaloupes, you can justify the cost, yes.
Gotcha. Sure. Well, and speaking of pumpkins, we had that pink Paris pink last year.
Yes, I remember that, yes.
Yeah. But you didn't like that.
Well, it's a pretty pumpkin, a good pumpkin to eat, real good pumpkin to eat, but it just didn't hold up good in the field. Now, some people bought them, took them and washed them in Clorox to kill all the bacteria, and then sprayed them with, if they're going to decorate, spray them with hairspray, makes them shine.
Oh, yeah.
So you can do that, but if you're going to eat them, you don't want to spray something you're going to eat later.
Well, especially hairspray. Oh, my goodness gracious. Well, so do you have any pointers about growing such great okra? Because I know we talked a little bit about what you give them, that you top dress them or side dress them with fertilizer, and kind of what kind that is.
We first lime our ground every year. If your pH factor is not ready for what you're going to plant there, then it won't do well. So we go in and lime the ground, and then we put the fertilizer on, and then later when the plants get started you go ahead and side dress them with maybe a little calcium. And in tomatoes you need calcium, a lot of calcium, to keep the blossom end rot down. Okay. A lot of people says my tomatoes is rotting on the bottom. I said, well, you didn't lime your ground. Okay. So they need calcium. Tomatoes needs calcium more than anything else. This okra here needs calcium, but not quite as much as tomatoes.
Well, listen, thank you so much, Lloyd. Let's hold up our okra. Happy okra, and Lloyd's going to have the okra, fresh, beautiful okra, till frost. Well, stay tuned, folks. We're going to be talking to Nancy Abassier-Kong about what's good about okra.
Hi, I'm Tim Foster from C19 TV.
Hi, I'm Fulvio Brooks from C19 Sports.
I'm Rob Root from KTCBroadcasting.com.
Join us for our 20th anniversary of Armchair Quarterback on C19 TV. What's in store on the gridiron in 2022? Every week we will look at all 4 Cleveland County high school football teams. Conference foes Burns and Shelby, and conference foes Crest and Kings Mountain. We will look at what happened the week before and look ahead at what's coming up this week.
We will also break down ACC, SEC, and Gardner Webb football.
And the entire NFL, and of course the Carolina Panthers.
Nobody covers Cleveland County high school football like Armchair Quarterback. Don't miss another great season on C19 or online at c19.tv.
Second half of the show. Hi, folks. We're in the studio with Nancy Abasi-Ekong. I'm Deborah Blanton, host of the show, and you already know we're talking about okra. I had it on my mind. I've got it on my shirt. And so this is the season for okra. Lloyd had a beautiful field of okra, Nancy. And I believe you said you've been buying okra from him at the farmer's market.
That's right. I'm glad, and I look for Lloyd's and several other farmers have had okra, so it's plentiful right now.
It is, and the different colors. Let's talk about the different colors. Lloyd only has one kind, but he's got the spineless, so it doesn't itch too much when you go in to pick it. But there are the itchy kind and the colored kind, and whoa, lots.
Right, most of what we will see locally is the green, the traditional looking okra. And of course, when we are selecting whatever the color, it will taste the same, and the nutritional value will be the same.
Good, good.
But what we will mostly have available to us, both at the farmer's market and the grocery store, typically will be the green. And with that, of course, this is the season, and we're fortunate that this is another powerhouse. This is another food, nutrient dense. So if we don't add a lot of other things to it, so it is low in calorie, low fat, low sodium, good nutrients as far as vitamin C, vitamin K, potassium, folate. So a lot of these things, and magnesium, you know, we've talked about before, a little bit of calcium. So it has a lot to offer us. And flavor and taste, of course, is delicious.
Right. And of course, we've already just been discussing the different ways that we can fix okra.
That's right.
And, you know, the traditional is slicing it, rolling it in stuff, and popping it in the grease, and then, you know, take it out and drain it. But you have just told me about a wonderful other way to do okra, fried.
Right, a tasting fried, but it's oven.
Yes.
Oven roasted or oven fried. And with that, you would, again, slice your okra, and then roll it in whatever, even some people would want to use only cornmeal, or some a cornmeal flour mixture. So, you can season it as you choose, salt and pepper. Wouldn't take too much salt, but salt and pepper. Then you can add in other spices, other things like your Cajun seasonings and other things like that.
Yeah, to make it an entirely different dish, but cooked the same way.
Right, and with this, what we were talking about was cooking it in the oven.
Right.
With just a little bit of olive oil, either rolling, just mixing a little olive oil into your okra, and then rolling it into that flour cornmeal mixture, spreading it out on a sheet pan, and then put it in a 350 oven for about 30 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes, but watch it and stir kind of halfway through. And depending on how large the pieces are will determine the amount of time that it will take. It's delicious.
Well, folks, farmer's market, several vendors still have okra, and we know Lloyd will have it way till, you know, we could say Christmas, but the first frost of 2019. And we appreciate you watching this very informative part of the show. And now we are on to the kitchen, so stay tuned.
At CCC, we're all about training students for exciting careers. Our Barber Academy is a great example. Did you know jobs for barbers, stylists, and other related fields are increasing? Competition for the best jobs will be strong. With your CCC training, you'll have a definite edge. Our courses give you the skills and knowledge you need to sit for North Carolina's Apprentice Barber exam. To move up the ladder, you need at least 1 year of on-the-job training before you take the state's registered barber exam. If you pass, it's official. You'll be a registered barber. While private barber schools can cost $10,000 or more, CCC makes it affordable. Plus, you can complete our Barber Academy in only 15 months. Now the question is, are you ready to start your journey today?
believe it.
Welcome to Meet Me at the Movies. I am Noel T. Manning II, hanging out with a bunch of cool folks.
Like Glenn from The Walking Dead.
The Critics' Choice Scholar. Christian is not with us this week because he was smart.
Tim, how are you doing back over there on the Tim Cam?
Tim Cam.
Love is eternal.
Love is eternal.
Knows no date.
It knows no date. Keep
Which means we can run this more than once.
That's exactly right. Yep.
Oh, look at he's celebrating.
He's celebrating.
Ragnarok. Was there a band called Striper?
Yes.
So there was?
Yes, absolutely. I have no idea. I just made that up.
Hey, Cleveland County, look where we are. This is Corey Steele. He is a network architect. Did I get that right?
Yes, you did.
And I want to say he's the smartest man in this country. Other countries need his help on occasion. We're going to do a whole meal for you today. We're highlighting, of course, our okra because that's our theme. But we're doing a meal that you would find at the Kentucky Derby, starting off with mint juleps. Corey.
Absolutely.
So,
want to help me?
Well, absolutely, okay. I do.
So we're going to start with something very simple. We made a simple syrup that was infused with mint. So we're going to take that simple syrup.
Whoa. Well, hit the pot.
That's okay.
Of course it's okay. All
right.
So
we have a simple syrup, and what we're going to do with that...
We're going to let it drain a little bit.
A little bit.
Okay.
Lots of mint.
Okay.
Lots of mint.
That sounds great. Good deal.
Now, the fun thing, when I was growing up north, we always read Gone with the Wind, and we had all those nice southern ladies,
of course,
who I imagined with their parasols, and they were always drinking mint juleps.
Yes.
So I grew up as a northerner would, thinking those are foo-foo drinks. Very, girly drinks.
Yes.
Until I had one at the Kentucky Derby years ago. And it wasn't.
So what we're doing here, we're bruising the mint to get even more mint flavor.
Correct. We added about a quarter cup of mint that we're doing something called muddling. Now, you don't want to tear the leaves, you just want to add them.
Okay, so we're moving right along.
We're moving right along here.
Yep.
And so what we do next is we take and we add 30 ounces of your favorite bourbon. Now, this has actually been pre-measured for 30 ounces.
As has been the syrup and the
Correct.
Mint and all that. Okay.
Now, one thing we're going to need, I'm going to walk over here. I need to get ice.
Oh,
because
yeah,
one of the items we need, I forgot the ice.
So don't go away. We've got crushed ice. And this is to kind of get us prepared to cook this southern meal. Which, as I say, is going to highlight okra. We can't forget
No, we're not going to forget the okra. We're going to do a little muddling of mint in the glass.
Okay, that sounds good.
Pardon my hands. We're going to put a little ice in here.
And this is crushed ice.
Crushed ice.
Oh, yes.
And what we do is we then take and pour in the julep mix.
Okay. Woohoo! It looks good already. Oh, Corey, and I've not had anything yet.
Okay, so we add a little bit of mint sprig with it.
Love it. Oh,
a little powdered sugar.
Powdered sugar, which I did not know that was part of.
Oh, yes, so here you go.
So here we go, and here's to cooking on Cleveland County Kitchen, folks. Wait, I got a drink too.
Yes. Normally you would get that at the end because what we're making today is lemon pepper catfish, southern mac and cheese, and fried okra. So the first item we're going to make today is the southern mac and cheese. And it wouldn't be southern mac and cheese without a very important ingredient, Velveeta.
We all have Velveeta in our refrigerator. Well,
yes,
actually,
we do.
Corey, I have to admit, I used to.
Okay.
I used to.
So what we have is in a large mixing bowl, we're going to take about a cup of cheddar cheese, a cup of Colby Jack, and 6 to 8 ounces of Velveeta. And we're going to mix them together with 3 cups of milk and a half a cup of heavy cream.
All right.
So we'll put that. Actually, that doesn't go in yet.
Okay.
So
oh,
we
that's
mix.
for the top.
That's for the top.
I gotcha.
So then we add the heavy cream.
Heavy cream. Now that is heavy.
With the milk. Yes.
Oh, with milk.
With
okay.
milk.
Now, all these recipes, folks, are going to be on the web page where you get all the recipes from all of our cooking shows.
So one of the things you want to do is you want to also season this to your taste. What I did was I'm going to add a little paprika, a little salt, and a little Italian seasoning.
Okay, and you know what? I would have had a little chili powder, maybe.
You could.
To get it a little spicy. Doesn't that sound great?
It does, yes.
Oh, I love it.
Yes.
Yes.
So what you do is
really,
you stir it very well. Have another drink, my dear. We're going in the tradition of Julia Child, so.
Yeah. Oh, do the Julia Child imitation.
Bon appetit, yes.
Bon appetit.
So stir this a bit. We also add 2 eggs, and the eggs are going to kind of stiffen things up a little for it.
Okay. Oh my, woo. Yeah, toss that. Oh my, oh, look at that. Yeah, that's great. Now, where is the macaroni? Did we have
So the macaroni, we actually took 3 cups of macaroni. I used, they're actually Ridge Jumbo.
Ridge Jumbo, right here. Woo-hoo.
Because the little elbows you get in the store are generally really small, and you can't get them on a fork.
Oh, yeah, well, of course.
You almost have to eat it with a spoon.
Oh, well,
so,
that's sometimes okay.
Yeah. Depends how many mint juleps you've had. So what I've got is the cooked macaroni here.
Okay,
Going
here we
to
go.
add that in.
Oh, yes. Good job. Now, I'll tell you what, Corey. I can stir that while you do something else.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
why don't you stir? You want to stir over there?
I can stir over here.
You stir over
yes,
there.
Sir.
So the next part we're going to have is lemon pepper catfish. And what this is I've got about 1 pound of catfish fillet. You could do fresh, you could do frozen, whatever your heart desires.
And you could do tilapia as well.
You could do tilapia,
Okay.
but I don't think they'd have that at the Kentucky Derby, which is where I found this dish originally.
Well, we've got to stay true to the theme. That's why we're still drinking.
We still have our mint juleps, yes. So we have our pound of catfish fillet, and how we're doing this is we have a shallow dish. We've got about 3/4 of a cup of cornmeal.
Cornmeal, just
cornmeal,
not self-rising or anything.
Just regular, good old cornmeal.
Okay.
Yes, you don't want the self-rising because that could actually, start exploding while you're cooking. But the important part is lemon pepper and garlic powder and salt. So these are the actual flavorings.
Okay. And they'll be the amounts of these ingredients, as I say, will be on with the recipe.
Correct. And you mix this together, and what this is going to do, we're going to bread the actual fillets with this.
Okay, good deal.
So
now I'll tell you what, Corey. Add a suggestion. We're just going to do one to show.
We're going to do one how well it would be.
We're going to move over to the main attraction.
To the okra.
Which is
we're going to do the fried okra.
Yes, sir.
So preparation for it is important. We do want to have.
What do we need?
We have.
Oh, here's your spray.
Now you could use olive oil. You could use butter. You could use whatever you want. I just use a simple olive oil spray.
Oh, that's good.
Just to keep it from sticking.
Right, and you do the tin foil so things don't stick on your pan.
Correct.
Another great little tidbit.
So here's the fillet. We're just going to take this, and one of the things about the fillet, you want to spread it open, get all of the grooves, get everything
filled
in.
With all the breading. Oh,
yes.
That sounds great.
Yes.
Good.
So that you make sure that it's evenly covered.
Okay.
Pop that on your plate.
Okay, now, we know we have those 2 others to do, but
yes,
we're
not going to do that. We're going to put these off to the side.
And let's do this, Corey.
Let's talk about okra a little bit.
Please, let's talk about okra.
Okra is an interesting plant, but you can't always tell when you buy it what it's like. So what I've done here, I've cheated a little. I've got 4 cups of frozen okra that I've actually defrosted. But okra, when you get it in the store, there's an important thing you look at. You want to look to see if it's bruised or brown. Then when you cut it open, you want to look at the seeds. Now you'll notice the seeds here are white. These are not so white. These are more brown.
I don't know if you can see that, but right.
Can you see that?
Right.
They're more brown than white.
But also notice that the outside of the okra is brown, which
Correct.
is probably a good indication that it's past its prime.
Yes, it is.
All right, so
yes, it is.
good job. So we've done that.
Yes.
Okay, now let's bread our okra.
So how we're going to do that is
I would assume we've got this and this. Is that
correct.
part of it?
We have.
Need a little more.
We've got some panko breadcrumbs. We've got some more. Yes, she's so good. Some Parmesan cheese mixed in. We've got 4 tablespoons of cornmeal. So these are all mixed. What we're going to do is take a gallon-sized.
Oh yes, can't forget the bag.
Can't forget the bag.
This is the best part.
Put all this in.
Oh yeah, wow.
Shake it around.
Terrific. And this saves messing up a bowl. This saves.
Correct.
And the shaky part. Now we noticed slime. We got a little slime.
You have a little
here.
slime, which happens with okra.
But you know what, Corey? With the little slime, all that breading's going to just stick to it.
Correct.
Yes, it's perfect.
So what we're doing is we're now going to shake and bake. And you helped.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Okay.
Now what we do is we take the okra when it's done, being breaded, and we put it on a pan. Now normally, what I normally do is I cover this with some canola oil, put it in the oven for a few minutes to heat up.
Right.
About 350 degrees.
To get your pan hot.
To get the pan hot with the oil.
Hot.
Yes.
Perfect.
And
Okay,
then,
let's just do a little bit of that, Corey.
Yep, so we got that, and we're going to put those in.
Oh, perfect, perfect.
And then those would go into the oven.
Right. And we have the results.
Yes, we do.
So let's just do that right now.
So what we're going to do is we actually have something we've already made.
Yes.
So here we have
okay.
some lemon pepper catfish, which we had previously cooked. There you go.
Okay.
We have.
Yes. Woo-hoo.
Now this is still a little warm. This is the fried mac and cheese.
That's good. I'm sorry, it's the, what did you call it?
I'm sorry, it's the southern mac and cheese.
Thank you.
Southern
I
mac
didn't
and
get
cheese.
The fried part.
You can smell the smoked cheddar there.
Yeah. Oh, it's delicious. Woohoo.
It won't come out. There we go.
There we go. All right. Oh, I know. Look at that and see how big that. And I got to show you. That is one. That's 1.5 macaroni, or the. Yeah, I guess you call it macaroni.
One of the elbows.
Right.
And then here we have the okra.
Okra.
Now, what you can do is you could substitute okra for any kind of steamed vegetables or broccoli. So here you go.
Right.
So.
All right, that is fabulous. Corey, dear, hold on. We've got our food. We've got our mint juleps.
Oh, yes, we do. Cheers.
Cheers. Thanks for watching. We've got another exciting show coming up in November.
You want to eat now?
Stay tuned. Well, we'll eat after this is over. Thanks for watching.
Thank you. Have a good day.